Then you have it twice.
So I will present to you the architecture of the agenda for the workshop. So I create this document in order to install every software that we need, but we are going to focus only in the development of the API. If you want more detail about how the software was installed, you can consult this document. I will provide it to you.
Okay.
So these are the main software that we are going to use for our API. The Postgres database is a relational database which maintain relationships between the tables, and is mostly a transactional database. NodeJS is our Java server, which will be used to ask for the information to the database, and Node will help us to retrieve the information. Leaflet will be used to present the information that was retrieved from the database, and Leaflet is a very dynamic library built in JavaScript, so it will be our front end.
May I add something?
Yep.
Perhaps you as students remember we have used open layers, and I think now I also in my lecture I moved to Leaflet because this Leaflet is much more handy, small, quite easy to use, convenient to use.
Yes, yes. Yeah, it's
just to support your approach.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, this is not a lecture. If you have any question, please just do it, and I will try to answer it. Okay, so maybe this is new for many of you. This is a virtual host that is used for handling virtual machines. So we are going to work in Ubuntu 16.04, which is the latest version of Linux Ubuntu. And let me introduce you the architecture of our API. So, as I mentioned, here we have our Postgres database. In production environments, usually we have these things in different servers. In this workshop, we will have everything in one machine. So we have our database, our web application will be Node.js, and our user will be interacting with Leaflet map. Okay, so I hope everyone has the virtual machine. So let's go to the virtual machine and let's start. Okay,
I have some. I'm requested to import an appliance configuration.
Yeah, import an appliance.
Just import.
Import.
As it is.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. I think we all have the virtual machine installed. So we can take in the machine and take in run. Like this, take and run. So for a virtual machine is an operational system that is running on top of Windows. So you don't have to uninstall anything, just run the application, and it will not have any kind of interference with Windows. Thank you. Okay. Okay, what will you find in this document is the installation of all the software, and you will find also the credentials to use the virtual machine. As you may know, Linux is a kind of secure operating system, so you need to use your password and user every time you want to install something. So for this machine, the root user is AGSE and the password is the same. So let's see if our machine starts. Okay, so if we run our machine, we should have this screen, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's start putting our password, which is AGCE. Okay.
Yes.
Everybody follow me?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So we can go to this icon here in the top part. So we will type terminal. And you will have the terminal of commands for Linux Ubuntu. So don't be scared. So this is not the graphic interface, but it's very useful because you can handle all the system only with this window. So don't be scared for this terminal. So I would like to introduce some basic commands in Linux, such as if you want to go outside of a folder, you just type cd and space dot, and you go a level up. Yeah. to see all the folders that are inside a folder, or all the files that are in a folder, you just type ls, and here you see that we have only one folder. If we want to access to this folder, we just type cd space and the name of the folder. In this case, ACDE 2017.
Can,
Ready? Yep.
Can you come for a moment? He asked captures mouse movement and keyboard events, and I said yes. And before it said says no Bildschirmkarten or something. Just continue. Yeah. Everyone, is follow me?
Yeah.
Follow me? Yeah?
Yeah.
No?
So if you data, PostgreSQL database, the data out of PostgreSQL and visualize it in small web application. It's
I will show you the result that we will have in the end. So in order to visualize what we are doing. So the same user without the numbers. Yes. So what we have here is the coordinates of volcanoes all around the world, and these volcanoes are stored in the Postgres database and are served by NodeJS and are displayed or are deployed by Leaflet library. So this is the result that we want in the end. And additionally, we have here a filter that allowed us to filter by country. For example, in Colombia, I submit the query, and then I will have only the result for Colombia. So this small API is really fast to build, and you don't need very advanced knowledge. So let's start building the API. So let's do our so stop.
This is the Colombian one.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Here we are going to use a very useful tool to create the structure of our folders. So for this we use Express library. That is a library building JavaScript as well. So we type Express and the name of the folder that we want. Express and map. Workshop.
Is it possible to make a function?
Can we have the structure that you are following, the draft? Yes.
Okay. So Express is a very useful tool because now we don't have to create folder by folder. This Express framework allows us to create the folder structure and based on a NodeJS application. So we have here everything. Now we need to specify what are the packages that we are going to use. So we will do this by going to that folder.
Sorry.
Which is called workshop. And in this file that is called package.json, we are going to modify or introduce some packages. So in order to open this file, you need to access as a root user. To do it, you just introduce the command sudo, which means that you are a root user or a super user of the system.
Yeah, I have a problem. No, I cannot. Can you come here for 1 second? Thank you. So, what's happening here? What should I do? Wait, what? Express workshop?
You go see this name and top. Go to this word. Where did you create it?
What
Okay, no, that's my Express and the name of the folder.
the name of the folder is the
Yeah.
An arbitrary folder name or?
Only the folder name,
Yeah, Express and the name folder name.
not the location.
Express folder name. Okay, everyone is following me?
What is the first command?
Sudo
Express workshop.
Express workshop. In order, workshop will be the folder where we are going to store everything, all the connection files and everything. Yes. So in order to modify the package.json file, we just type sudo this command nano, which is used for editing text in Linux, and the name of the file.
Do we have to be in the workshop folder?
No, okay.
What did you say?
The folder
Express inside? What did you say? No. Before.
Okay.
Axel, okay. Then you should call it Axel.
Yeah. No. Just
We are in Axel, no.
yeah, you can. Just
We are already in it.
You are,
No.
Okay, you are there. Yeah.
Then we have
This one. Now we are going to edit this one.
Okay, sorry.
Sudo.
sudo
Space.
nano.
The name. Nano.
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 This is an editor.
Space and the name of the file. P and
or
tab. P tab.
Use tab. So it's like autocomplete. Click here.
It must be unique. No,
yeah,
because
yeah.
it's public there, it
Yes,
doesn't know which one to take. And now you have to enter the password. Like AG is anything. Enter. Okay, now we are
No.
quite at the same.
Yes, thank you
Have you
very much.
experience with Linux?
No.
Please.
Oh, maybe it was before.
Okay. But it's useful.
Yes, yes, I know. That's why I want to.
Dr. Sharifi,
Yeah, please.
it does not work for me somehow.
Yeah, okay. I gave up.
It should be a 64 installation, but it says it cannot take a 64 graphic card and it doesn't run properly.
Okay. So for this API, we are going to use Postgres. So in order to use Postgres with NodeJS, we need to install the package for Postgres. So to do it, we just type the name of the package, which is PG. So
I think you cannot use mouse. Perhaps you use it. So arrow keys. Just put somewhere here.
No, no.
No.
and you put in the middle an asterisk.
PG. Oh. Just an asterisk. Yes. Closing.
Quotation.
Okay. So to save it, we just type Control O,
I can read
Enter, and it is saved.
Yes.
And to go out, we just Control S. We're up.
So,
So you are using the nano editor.
550.
So you are using a nano editor.
Yes, Nano Editor. Yes.
From where this package JSON file came from? From where this JSON file came from? Package.json.
It was created with Express. So Express creates all the structure of folders and files that I need to build my API. So you don't need any more to create file by file, folder by folder. It's created automatically.
And that's for NodeJS.
Yes, yeah, that's for, especially for Node.js. So it helps you to save time when you are working in a production environment. You just give the name
Yes.
of your folder or your application, and all the structure will be created automatically. Okay.
Good.
So
Control
let me show you something.
You can.
Here, this package is not used anymore, so we need to change it. So we can put here another name of the other package that is book.
Scroll back here. It's
Okay.
listed. Enter.
That's okay.
And now we change.
With the latest version that we have.
Instead of
Put
sharp
asterisk.
JD, we should do like
What are these
PE.
books and
Book
How can I remove it?
is used to, is as a
Go down.
front end for a Node.js. So before we used Jade, but Jade now is not more supported by Node.js. Now they create book which is one of the
Here on the
front end that Node.js has. Okay, ready?
Not
Not
yet.
yet.
Control O, enter, Control S. Okay.
So, Control O. Control S.
So now the next thing that we have to do is to go to the folder views. So cd views. And as you can see, we need to change the extension of these files because J is not more supported by Node. So, but this task we can do it by the graphical interface. So we can go by here. Then just go to the folder you just create, workshop, views, and we can change the name of our files. The extension that we are going to put it is POOK.
Just click again. Click this once again. Once again. Click again. Excuse me, how to
Rename.
how to rename, how to enter this mode of renaming.
F2.
Rename.
You will
Okay.
just
We tried F2, but it did not work.
Okay.
Here,
Okay, now it
What?
works.
right click and
Error.png.
what we should write? No,
Yep. Yeah. So go at the end of this and just put hook for this. To enter. For all this as well. Mhm.
for others.
Yeah,
also.
for the others as well.
Okay.
Usually F2 should also work, but
Right.
perhaps it's
The problem there.
okay, now what we have to do, let's do it by this graphical interface. We can open these files, and at the end of layout, we are going to type the extension POOK. Dot POOK. And save and close. Same here. Save and close, and here is no needed. Okay.
not needed. No.
One-
Not needed. It's the third one.
The
That's
third
not-
one doesn't need.
Modification, layout.
Error and index.
Oh,
Layout
no, not this.
is not necessary. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's go to the folder, to this file, apps.js. Open it. And in this part where J is, we are going to delete it and let's type POOK. Save and close.
Ah,
App.set view engine. Oh, here in the root of the folder, workshop, and you will find it. This one. This one. And we choose J. Okay, save and close. Now we have modify all the parameters that we need just to start installing the packages that are in the packages file. So to do that, we are going to go to the terminal. We go to our folder workshop, and we are here.
This means one folder.
Yeah.
We should be in AGC.
Now we are going to type npm install. This npm install will install all the packages that I have in this file. npm means Node Package Management. So if you need that special package, you just search it and put it here. For example, if you are going to work with MongoDB, you just put the package in here, and that's all that you need, and you will install the package by using npm. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Go.
But this is okay. This is a this is only for Node installations.
Yes, for all the packages.
Like apt-get is something else.
apt-get is for like Linux.
Okay.
Let's see what happened here. We have an error.
Oh,
Let's see what happened. Let's check that file again.
we missed a comma, I think.
Yeah, let's see.
Let me show you here. Simple line.
Oh,
You
yes,
just
okay.
yes, you
It
just
is,
roll
yeah.
back into this thing.
Yeah,
Enter.
comma here.
After this is
And we run again our command.
Where
And
was it?
install.
Where was it?
was it PG or PUG?
PG, and before the a comma was missing. Let me show you.
No, we have to come inside.
Here, server Famicom, comma.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Ah,
yeah, yeah.
only the count.
It's a so-called JSON format. Who knows this? It's like an array
Yeah, yeah.
of key and values.
Ah, yeah.
And because it's a new, we make a new value point, so we need a comma.
Ah, yeah.
It's like a rectangle, a new element.
Control O was
But
saving.
Control X, I think, does the same.
Control.
What we did before. Control X.
No, no, no.
No,
To
Control
save
O.
it. Control O.
O. Control S. This one.
S.
Control S.
Then
Or enter.
So ready? Let's install all the packages that we need for our API.
We go back in the system. Wait.
So as you can see, all the packages are being installed. Installing.
Thank you.
It's done. There is done.
Yes, it is
Okay.
done.
Okay. Okay, we have all our package installed, and in order to see if everything is going good, we are going to run our server just typing npm start, and our server is running. And to confirm, we go here to our server and to our browser, and we type localhost and port 3000. Oh, mistake. Okay, we have our server running, and now we can start with the API. So it's working. Yeah. Okay. Okay, this is going to be a little bit. Let's see how it goes. Okay, in order to stop the server, we type Ctrl+C to stop the process. So now we navigate to the folder routes. And we have two files there. So we are going to start by modifying the index file. So we open it by typing sudo nano and the name of the file, index.
Sorry, can you come here for a second? Can you come here for a second? Can you come here?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Sure.
What do you here? What should I hold?
Ah, no.
Local?
Localhost dot like this. And 3000.
Oh,
But put it here.
keep it
Yeah.
in the
In the bracket.
Instead of localhost, you can also type 127.0.0.1. Instead of localhost, you can type this.
No, but it's inside the local machine. Here. This. Yeah, in that one it will work
Ah,
for sure.
Okay, let's see what this file has.
The JavaScript file for Node or Leaflet?
This is for Node. So in this file we are going to make all the connections with the database and with the other files that we need. So to do that, we start by typing have to create some variables here. So we start typing var to create a variable. bg equals require.
Attention.
Where is this file architecture in a route?
Sorry?
The workshop in a route there in different places.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you need to stop this, the server, stop it. Now you go to index file. So let's see where is it? It's here in row, so cd row, row, r and cap. This one. And you will now ls and sudo nano index. Nano index space index y tab. And you start here.
Okay, the second variable that we are going to create is the user and password.
We have a misspelling require. Rafael.
Yes, sir.
Require is misspelled, I think.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
RTI.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah, I have one day. These are the parameters of the connection with the database. Okay, ready? Okay, now we are going to make another an additional variable that will connect all these variables.
You don't have to define the form?
Yeah, just give me 1 sec.
How do I just add with this now?
Maybe with this. Okay, go to 1.
Yes, which is yoga, but of course we started today. Based on last short. But he makes it short.
Now for our, we have already all the parameters of the connection with the database. Now what we need to do is to make the query. In order to make the query, here is a little bit tricky because, as you may know, Postgres is not Postgres store the data in tables, and we need to convert this table into a GeoJSON format. So we do it in this way. I will show you here. So you are retrieving from the database these attributes only, and with this code you convert the table into a GeoJSON format from a Postgres database. So to do this we need to type everything, but sorry. Can I show you?
Can you show us the SQL database?
Yes. I can show you show the database here. So okay, let's save here and let's see the database. Okay. Okay, this is the database and the password is the same. You can type in another terminal, you can type Ctrl-Alt-T at the same time, and you will open a new terminal. And then you will type pgadmin3, and you, in order to open this interface to see the database. So this is our database, and the data is stored in this table that is called volcanoes. Okay.
So from here you need to only parse the longitude and latitude.
Yeah, but the longitude and latitude is stored here in this geometry field. Yeah, but it's in database format stored. So what we are, the query is about this elevation and GID is what we have in our code in the index file. Oh. This one.
So now we have wrote that one here in the
Yeah, we need to type
all
this
of it.
code to just to make the query. Yeah, we need to type it. I don't know how can we share this code in order to make it faster. Okay.
You have documentation for all of these things so that we can use those documentation to follow?
Yeah, it's in this document that I prepared for this workshop. Everything is there. So I just want to mention how easy it is to build an API nowadays. Almost with some basic knowledge about the structure and where to modify, you can build it. And we can start with this simple application, but we can build very complex things, doing very complex queries. And I find it very useful, this Node.js, because there are a lot of packages that we can combine with the leaflet maps, and I think it's easier than use, for example, open layers. I think it's a little bit easier. Okay, Professor Bird, I don't know if I have enough time to finish it, because maybe with the ones that are working with the computers, we can continue maybe, and
We can still continue. Because we started later. How long do you need?
1 hour and a half.
What? More?
Yeah, half an hour. Oh, anyway, in the document is everything that you need to restart it.
How long does it take until people see something?
Just only this, and
You carry on your steps, we can follow your documents and we do it after.
yeah.
You can-
So based on must hurry.
Yeah, like we can
Oh.
you can carry on your steps.
I also going to give you a minute, so let's prepare some passports.
Okay, to make it faster, I have the project in this folder that is called PostgreSQL map. So we go there, we go to rows, we open it, we open index. And as you can see here, I have all this big query already built. So if you want, you can copy this one and paste it in the other one. Just copy paste, Control C, and go to the other file.
Sorry.
Workshop. Rows, index, and just paste it just below the query, and right click and paste and save.
Where did you take it? From where?
From PostgreSQL folder that is in the home section. Home, PostgreSQL map, and row. I think we can copy this function in order to see what we are retrieving from the database. Control C.
So you will copy all of it?
Yes, I copy this function, which will create a new window. A new, how to call it? It's not a new window, it's let's call it a new space into my API, where I'm going to retrieve this query. The query is called in this part. Here. If you see the variable where I'm saving the query, where I'm storing the query is map underline query, and this variable I'm calling it here again. So this function will retrieve all the information in a GeoJSON format.
completely gone. So maybe you can give me the, because I think it's completely gone. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I understand. Okay, no. Okay, let me. What is now? Go, index, and let's copy all this. Control C, and then we go to our folder, which is in home. Watch. Okay. Index. Right click. No. Here it doesn't work. Oh, it's missing some. Control C. And save. Let's see if it works.
Okay, let's try to see if we have done it well. So now we start to run our server. So we go to the root, cd space dot, and here npm start. Okay, it run. Now let's check if it's running correctly. Okay, now we are going to type slash data. And as you can see here, we have all our features in a GeoJSON format. And if you remember, we asked for the coordinates, for the elevation, for the country, and for the name of our volcano. So this is the first result that we have. So if we want to make more queries to our database, we just only edit the index file and create our query. This is the first result. Now we are going to work in the map. You got it, guys? No? Let me help you. So we was go to the index file. Yeah. So this is the first result, but in order to do the map, I need more time. And for those that who are working in the computer, maybe we can have 15 minutes or to complete it. And so the result, as I showed you in the beginning, is this one. So I stop this and go here. And stop. And as you can see, is if I put here data, we will retrieve the data in GeoJSON format. So it's missing only the creation of the map. So for those that are working on it, maybe we can work 15 minutes more, and for the rest, thank you very much for your attention.